that money off Easter.
Yeah, I'll repay you.
Repay us for all the fucking batteries.
What's up, guys? My name is Right. Now, let's try not to make the intro about an hour long, okay?
Yeah, Joe.
Right.
Fucking
Silence. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part of TacoChàt, which is actually TacoChàt, French. And today we're going to be talking about the origins of our YouTube channel, what we're bringing you today. The first part that we done was talking about our time outside, when we actually went outside as old school kids.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a link on screen to that video, and yeah, that's a really good one. I'd make sure you go and check that out. But today we're going to be talking about YouTube origins and how we got into YouTube. Now, Dan, what was the situation? What was the situation?
After our first video of us being outside, we got into gaming, and that just ruined everything.
Yeah. We pretty much never went outside again.
I don't think I've been outside in about a year.
No.
Maybe?
Homeschooled.
I mean, there was a few times where we sometimes went outside and had a bit of a kickabout, but that was like in the summer.
Yeah.
But we generally was staying inside, playing games.
Yeah. Our main game we played was Halo 3 at George's.
Oh, yes.
Back then, me and Joe didn't have a console.
No.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
We played on computer. We were PC. To me, we were PC.
PC Mustard Race.
No, that was before people used PC a lot, wasn't it?
Oh no, damn! People have been using PC since.
I know, but it wasn't Master Race.
No.
Was it not?
It was always the Master Race.
Well, ours was not a Master Race.
Ours was not the Master Race.
This was really not the mustard race.
No.
Oh my god.
No, ours was the Mustard Race.
It was made of mustard.
Mustard was a
I
real.
think actually Mustard would have had better graphics.
Oh, we would have had better graphics.
No, we played stuff like Lego Star Wars
Yeah.
and Battlefront.
Good games,
Yeah.
but just not,
Not quite optimised for a pre-2000 PC.
No.
really bad.
But we went around George's house and we played a lot of Halo 3 because that's how we got into Halo.
Yeah, because I got my Xbox, like my first Xbox 360, kind of like a year after it came out, so like 06 I think. But before that, I was playing normal Xbox. But yeah, no, I got that Halo 3. I bought as well, along with some other games. I was really scared of Oblivion, but we won't go into that. But we got Halo, and you guys came around and we used to play like a bit of campaign, bit of multiplayer. Actually no, not multiplayer, we used to give it in turns because you guys didn't have a controller.
Yeah.
So we just kind of went on campaign and like done a mission each.
Mm.
And then you guys went and got yourselves an Xbox, didn't you?
I remember we didn't get Xbox Live for about a year.
No, so
Yeah.
I think you had Reach. Though.
We had Reach.
We bought Reach.
We
In fact,
fucking maxed that out as
Yeah.
much as possible.
I will explain what happened with Reach. So for pretty much a whole year since it was released, we were playing that offline.
It's like
and-
the only game we had.
And we basically got to the rank that was significantly above general.
Mm.
It was very high up.
Legendary.
And-
We got Legendary.
Oh yeah, I did legendary solo and all that.
No, I mean the rank Legendary.
Oh okay, well yeah, we got that. And this was all from playing offline, so this was just going against the AI.
This was against Firefight, doing
Firefight
random
and
custom.
campaign pretty much, because custom games gave you nothing.
I know.
And then we got Xbox Live,
Then we
and
got all the way
and the first update that it took in that Reach had was a rebalance to the credit system, which basically meant that the past year of doing pretty much nothing but Firefight was reduced to a few thousand credits.
Yeah.
And we were back to Sergeant.
I remember Warrant Officer was the
Sergeant.
hardest thing to
What
fucking
Warrant
get
Officer
on.
just took forever.
It was like, it had 3 levels and it just was like
Warrant
a
Officer
billion
3.
XP per...
Hard.
It was weird that it
But
was
we
hard.
got all the way back up to Noble?
Yeah.
Noble or the rank
If it
above
hadn't
Noble.
been for that, we would have been max
We would have
level,
been
and we
max
would have
level.
had the nice, really cool helmet what had the skull in it.
No, we got that in the
No,
end.
we didn't.
Yeah,
We
we did.
were never high enough for it.
No, we got that in
Really?
the end.
I
Yeah.
think you did get it.
Oh, did we?
What we didn't have was the effects. We had one
Oh,
effect
yeah.
that was like the zombie one,
Yeah, we had the zombie.
but we wanted the lightning one.
Well, I wanted the zombie one. That's why you got it.
I know.
Looking back on it, Halo Reach was a top game.
Yeah,
It really was.
It still is. It's free on Xbox 360 now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't have Xbox 360, Joe.
Just.
But anyway, enough of that. I think you had Just Cause at some point.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Just Cause was really simple.
I bought Just Cause because I played it at a friend's and we played like the opening mission where they,
he came over to our house.
oh yeah, he came over to our house and we played like the opening mission where they drove a car into a petrol station and exploded, and I was like,
It was literally.
I need this in my life.
I saw it as like a dulled down version of GTA, which we would be able to have because we weren't allowed 18s. Because we were allowed 15s though, because you were
Lucas here. That was not
basically that age.
No, I wasn't. I was younger.
Okay, no, but we were allowed 15s for some reason.
Yeah.
And,
but yeah, you had Just Cause, and I think because I believe we started kind of playing Reach, because I didn't come round. I came round when you had Reach and Just Cause. But there was a little bit of a break of about a year or so where we didn't really
and that's probably because we didn't have Xbox Live and you did and stuff like that.
And I didn't it was a bit of a sad time. But I decided, you know what, it was like one weekend I was sat around, I was like, I'm going to see what Dan and Joe are up to. Went up the road, you're like, oh, Dan answered the door. Alright mate, yeah, not bad mate, yeah, alright.
Come in, boy.
We played Just Cause. Joe was, I think you were upstairs doing something.
You weren't around. It was me and George, and
Just Cause.
we were playing Just Cause, and we found Pie Island. That's how it all started. Do you remember?
Yeah, and we thought, because us two were sat here and we're thinking, we're playing games, quite good fun, but we all like it. Let's make a YouTube channel.
Because me and George had just started. This is when we started watching YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's where the pilot thing came from, because you looked it up on YouTube, didn't you?
Yes. We thought, we could do things like this, and this was about, well, it'll be our 4th year on YouTube, so nearly 4 years ago we did this. And we made a channel, didn't we? I think it was called like DG Games or something.
Something along those lines. We can't.
And we never was able to upload because I used my phone. It was an old HTC Sense, not this. This is the new HTC One M8. Recommend you getting this phone.
It's great for recording
Sponsored
videos
by HTC
on your Xbox One.
Yeah,
that's how we record all our videos.
But we had I had an old HTC, and I think we kind of what we done. We got this chair that I'm sat on, this very chair.
Yeah, all this.
And we put the phone. You probably won't be able to see it very well, but we kind of rested the phone on top of that and recorded at the screen.
So one person would hold it on there.
And the other guy would play. And we recorded a load of videos. And I remember the Pie Island one where I was on it and the boat came flying.
But it crashed onto the thing and
we shot him with a bubble gun.
Yeah, we made up a bubble gun. It was great.
That would have been YouTube gold. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to upload. So I think at that time also we were big into Red versus Blue because we started playing Halo, didn't we? Halo Reach together, and we thought, Rooster Teeth, they do a lot of Halo. And we started watching Red versus Blue, which was massive. It's still massive now, but we thought machinimas. That would be kind of like the bread and butter of our channel. And for a time it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think
it was the only thing we did.
Yeah, this is where Joe comes in and explains about.
I'll explain my role. Where this is how I came into the whole Game Lad 75 TacoChàts thing. Basically, these two were making a machinima. And I just walked in on them like they just finished making their first setting. They just forged a church thing, and they were super proud of it. And they were like, Joe, we're making a machinima. We're gonna make a Red versus Blue. Come and have a look at our set. What I saw was a very blocky building that they insisted was a church, and a statue of the main character that looked strangely like a teddy bear. So I told them this, and I basically offered my admittedly limited forge ability, and I offered to make them a proper church.
Yeah.
Which I did. Do we still have the videos on the channel?
No.
No, you deleted.
Well, that was a good choice.
That was a shame. I shouldn't have done that. That's a big regret of mine. I thought
you should just film private if anything.
That church has been lost.
That's a good tip. If you're a YouTuber, don't delete your videos. Just put them private. Yeah. You might want them back sometime.
That church has been lost to the ages, but it was a really good church actually. It was proper large, multiple stories. I actually made it into a proper infection map.
That was in the last episode of Project Night Shadow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. But we also made another map, Dan and I, and Joe came in and reconstructed that as well. But basically Joe came in as our Forge editor and machinima director, wasn't you?
I started off as the guy what made the sets because these two were imbeciles. And then it just I basically kept coming up with ideas to the point where they're like, you know what, fuck it, Joe, you make it.
Yeah, and we just kind of done the voice act. Dan was a terrible voice actor.
I was so bad.
Oh my good god! It was like trying to get.
Because I
Blood out.
I stutter a
Is
lot.
that right?
He stutters and he mumbles.
And guys,
his voice was quite
I do
squeaky.
drama.
You actually do acting now. You probably would be alright at it now,
Yeah.
but
People are finding now I still stutter a lot. That's
yeah.
problem I have.
And I remember we used Audacity to record and we had to lower everybody's pitch by 10.
Yeah, because our voices were high. So
Your voice might.
My voice was okay, we only lowered it a little bit. But
we were squeaky.
Especially mine.
Then.
although I still think the voices we did for whenever we had elites talking, I still think that was really good. We lowered it down even further and just started talking gibberish and it sounded pretty good.
I mean, there were aspects of our machinimas that were really good, but it was just generally the way.
It was the fact we had to record on a camera.
Yeah, the
issue.
first set was on camera, then the second was on.
The second was on a capture. On the second was on a capture card, but the teaser for it was on a camera.
Yeah, I mean, generally the way we went about machinimas wasn't great, and if we were to do it now, it would take a lot of time to do because we understand.
We also understand
to do
more
it.
about
Yeah, but it's just the fact that it takes so much time, and I think I don't know, the interest surrounding machinimas now has kind of
died down.
Gone a bit since Halo 4 has came out. Halo 4 wasn't particularly machinima friendly, which made it difficult for us to kind of create something. I mean, we done like the first episode, didn't we, of that series?
You edited it all out and all that, but you never. Did you never release it?
Never really got the attention that we really wanted.
We did release it, but yeah, we were expecting bigger things from the machinimas, because we put so much work into that. Just that first.
Because I remember you guys would use separate audio for like the guns and all that.
Yeah, we started like. If you've seen, is it up 617 with Black Plasma Studios? They do like an incredible like 2 hour each
movie length, powerful thing.
Incredible, so good. But that's kind of like we went from the red versus blue into that, and I think the fact that we looked at that and we were thinking, oh, we could do this, just kind of made us feel as if we were untouchable with machinimas. But then we had critics on it, which were they won't be named, but I remember them, and I remember when Joe absolutely went crazy at this one guy, and I was like, oh my god, Joe absolutely ape at this guy, and I mean that was quite funny. When you look back at it.
The thing is, like the thing had just been uploading. We were just like going, oh my goodness, this episode's so great. We're so happy we did it, and then this guy's just like, shit, no shit, everything I've ever done is shit. It was
a lot of people did actually like our friends actually quite liked what we were doing with it, but it's just the fact that it's a difference between your friends liking it and a wider community of liking it.
Also, machinima is harder to do because you can't have the same voice. You can't have the same
to organise things, like getting people to act things out and then getting people to do voices.
The voice is one of the hardest because you can't have the same 3 people do all the
which
voices.
is pretty much what we done for the first 2 machinimas. Then we started bringing in Troy, Sam to do voice acting and stuff. But the thing is, we never scripted anything, really, did we?
Well, we sort of scripted it and then kind of just like, we used it as a general guideline.
And then improvised.
It was pretty much like general plot. We done like a plot and then we didn't actually script.
What we did was we did a generalisation of the machinima, which act it out, and then after we've acted it all out and stuff, we'd do a script.
Yeah,
that's how we worked.
It was really weird, but looking back on it, it was good fun. But now we've kind of adapted our core into a more just general gameplay, funny moments. We all kind of, whenever we do a video now, we all are in it together, which is, I think,
the way we want it to be.
Yeah, and we found it difficult when we were doing machinimas because it was quite difficult times for us because relationship-wise, it was a little bit weird because I mean, you weren't too fond of giving over your laptop to RuneScape, what you're doing right now.
It's on the lobby.
On the TV, right there.
But I mean, it was difficult to do, and relationships were a little bit strained at that point, I think. But now we're playing games just relaxing and enjoying ourselves doing games. We role-playing games. We kind of take bits from our life outside machinimas and amalgamate them together.
The machinima aspect is almost kind of like it's become part of the GTA thing.
Yeah, which is going to be good because we're going to kind of.
Another thing about this is it was too serious. We're not serious people.
Yeah.
We're seriously not. We will take the piss out of everything and everyone possible.
But I mean, it was enjoyable times because I enjoyed editing. Joe enjoyed I guess you enjoyed creating things, and Dan, I don't think you enjoyed much.
I didn't.
Well, you did.
I didn't mind.
You didn't mind, but it was just.
It was a hassle for me.
At the end of the day, you need a lot more people around you to do it, and the fact that three of us.
This is why Arbiter 617 is so good at it, because he's got this big wide group of friends that all do the same thing as him.
And Rooster Teeth have got like a dedicated
an entire building for it.
And you do need a lot of people to buy into what you're doing, and the fact that we didn't have that made it a little bit more difficult for us. But the times when we were recording with the camera, it was so funny. It was so funny.
Looking back at it.
Literally, we stacked board boxes.
and then eventually got to stack games as well.
Yeah, we eventually got to the point where we had enough games that we could stack the games on top of it.
I mean, if you could see the setup, that we could do a reconstruction one day of what it was like. But literally, we stacked things so my camera could go on top. Used to take it home, edit it on Windows Movie Maker.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I feel as if that's the core of everybody's channel that has been on YouTube. You've always started, well, mostly when we started like 4 or 5 years ago, people used to start with the camera, but now people have got the money to go out and buy an Elgato like we've got, or a Hawkage and things like that. But now, back in the day, that was the way you rock and rolled, and it was good fun. But you know, times change, we've changed, and I feel as if this has been a good little set of videos to do over this holiday period. I don't know if we'll do any more. I think these are quite nice to do every year.
Every now and then.
Every year, annually,
Every year.
to just check up on what's going on.
What we're doing.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for GTA that's going to be coming out.
We might record
quite a
that.
bit. We could record that soon, actually.
Today or tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do. Well, actually, no, I'm going out for dinner again at my nan's house. Crazy times, dinner parties every day.
And elderly relatives.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, yeah. So subscribe for GTA. That's going to be awesome. More Call of Duty. Probably might do another free game. Actually, we got some Rayman still to come out. I'm still going to be doing a bit of FIFA now and again. All sorts of lovely stuff on the Xbox One, and we're going to try and get back into PC one day when we all have a decent rig to use to play some games on it. But yeah, the future is going to be. We're going to enjoy it. We don't worry about a big number. We're just going to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to be happy with whatever we have.
If we were concerned with subscriber numbers, we would have closed the channel down years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is a good point, because after like 3 years, a lot of people won't be happy with 200 subs, but the camera's going to 201.
This is how much he pays attention.
Yeah. But we would have shut the channel down. But
I thought we were still sitting on 100.
We love what. My good God.
That was like 2 years ago. Bro.
We love what we do, and we're going to keep doing it until we die. Maybe.
Oh.
That's going to be really odd, isn't it? When
It's
we're
gonna
80
be-
and our people's like, that's what it's going to be like.
1,000 subscribers.
It's going to be great.
What's the last space is going to be?
Yeah,
It's
the last space.
retirement home.
Over the road, Richmond Village, over the road. Anyway, we'll see you in a retirement home in about 60 years' time. So
On 1,000 subscribers.
Bye. Oh, that was amazing.
That was glorious.
That was the greatest.
You did good, kids.